saw here outside. How many of you have seen a monarch butterfly? All right, this is so great. Well, we are so thrilled that you're here because Palo Alto Garden Club has partnered with Gamble Garden to have this pollinator milkweed monarch festival extravaganza. And hopefully, either before or afterwards, you'll go out to our Monarch Mama's table. Sweetheart, come and sit up here. Oh, you look so lovely. I'm so glad you wore your costume. 4 years ago, we learned of the demise of the monarch butterfly. As you know, it has decreased 90% since the 1990s due to use of Roundup and pesticides. Lack of all of the building has taken over wild areas where milkweed was. Climate change has contributed, maybe even our California fires that have happened the last 2 falls, right when the monarchs were all migrating to the coast. So this project means that we, the Garden Club, has propagated over 1,000 milkweed. And we go to farmers markets, I give talks at garden clubs, and Foothill has helped us for this festival. We have almost 750 milkweed growing up there. Summer Winds is very excited, but it's taking a village of very concerned people if we're going to turn the numbers around in California. So I think maybe the best thing is, and again, I'm really focused on these guys, and you know, attention span. I used to teach 2nd grade and then 5th grade, so I kind of know about kids. Okay, so excuse me if I treat you like a 2nd grader. I think the best thing is, and when somebody keep track of time, because we've got a beekeeper that's giving a talk about being in love with bees, and that's going to happen at 10. So we need to all be out of here. Okay, want to be sure that you know, I give this talk now. At 10 o'clock is the beekeeper, and then at 10:30, especially the kids want to come because we have Calvin the caterpillar and Monica, and it's a little puppet show. And then at the end of his talk, everybody will gather on the patio, and we will start our monarch parade. And we have made monarch migration wands for everybody to be in the migration, and then at the end of the migration, we are going to release 24 or maybe 30 butterflies to start on their flight. And by that time, you're going to know someone. Hey kids, come on and sit up here in front. We love having you be here. Okay, so let me get started, and I'm going to even teach everybody when the monarchs go flying in at the end. So somebody remind me, be sure that we sing it one time. Okay. I'm going to just start. You're here because you want to know about saving the monarch butterfly, okay? And I'm just going to run us through here. Of course, we need to start at the beginning. This is a female, and she is laying an egg on a milkweed. She will only lay her eggs on the milkweed. If there's no milkweed, there's no monarchs. She won't lay her eggs on anything else except for a milkweed. Kids, come on and sit up at the front. We love having you. There's plenty of space.
Eleanor?
Yes.
Could you speak a lot louder?
Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you. And will you kind of let me know when it's about 5 or 10?
I will.
Okay. All right. But look at the thing. Really amazing. She's laying her eggs on the underneath side of the milkweed leaf. And she does that for 2 reasons. One is to hide it and protect it from the sun and the other elements so that the egg will survive. And we'll see all the stages it goes through. So here she is laying it. And here is a very enlarged picture of what the egg looks like. It is the size of a pinhead. It is the size of a pinhead. You can hardly see it. And it is very strong. It sticks on that leaf. And out of the egg comes a teen caterpillar. My garden club raises these, and Ray out here that I hope you talk to, he raises them too. The little caterpillar are so tiny you can hardly see it. But do you want to see something amazing? The caterpillar starts out the size of a pin, and take a look here. It starts out teeny weeny, and it sheds its skin, okay, 4 different times because it's getting bigger and bigger, kind of like a snake, okay? By the time it gets to be this big, it's almost as big as my finger. It has increased 3,000 times since it was an egg. Just to give you a basis of comparison, when you guys were babies, if you ate as much and if you grew as much as the caterpillar, by the time it was time for you to sprout your wings, you would be the size of a school bus. That's how big it grows. Okay. Hopefully you looked at our pictures up here, but in case you didn't, the caterpillar is eating the milkweed for a couple of weeks, growing, shedding the skin. Between each sloughing of the skin, it's called an instar. And finally, at the end of the 5th instar, it climbs up to a branch, and at its back end, it spins this sticky little kind of silken thread, and it sticks itself. And let me tell you, it's really hard to pull it loose. It's very secure because it needs to survive. So here it forms a J, and about 10 days later, if you're looking real carefully, the J is starting to split open, and out, can you see, out comes the chrysalis. And the skin kind of shrivels up to the top, and at the end is this beautiful green chrysalis. And if you look carefully, and I hope that you all will go online, and there's so many beautiful videos and everything, but can you see the stripes of the caterpillar? And if you come on Sunday, they have done a kind of electron microscope, and we can see the parts of the butterfly in the chrysalis of what's going to form. But anyway, so here's the beautiful chrysalis. Then the chrysalis, kids, remember, what color was the chrysalis? It was green. Well, about 10 days later, it actually turns all black, and you think, oh no, it died. And then it turns clear, and can you see the colors of the wings inside? And pretty soon, the wings, it starts to come out, and when she comes out of the chrysalis, she's all scrunched up, she's wrinkly and tiny, and you just think, oh, how is she ever going to fly? Well, in her thorax, this part, the tiny part of her body, she's got fluid, and for 2 hours, she pumps and pumps and pumps that fluid into the wings until, look at how big she is compared to right here. She's like 4 times as big, and she has to harden her wings. During that time that she comes out of the chrysalis, she is very vulnerable to any predators. That's why the caterpillar tries to hide and form its chrysalis there. But it comes out, and after 2 hours, she is free to fly. So, let's take a look. We start out as an egg, and then what's this thing? Caterpillar, right. And then it forms a chrysalis, and then who comes out? Squeeze! And then she pumps herself out, and then she's ready to fly. This whole cycle takes about 4 to 6 weeks, okay? All right, so let's take a look. Here's the female, the one that you saw laying the eggs. Guess how many eggs she lays? Who'd like to make a guess? How do you think? 4 eggs. Anybody have another idea? What do you think? Maybe 1 egg. You know, kind of like Mama's. It's kind of hard to accept 1 egg. Okay. In the audience, how many eggs do you think the female lays? Somebody shout it out. 100. 100. Oh, 1,000. Okay. She lays between 400 and 600 eggs. The reason is 1 egg in 100 makes it to the butterfly stage. Her progeny is just delicious for so many in the food web. So she's hedging her bets by laying that mane. Okay, that's the female, and she's got thick veins, okay? Now, I want you to look at the difference. Okay, kids, what's the different about the male than the female? One's darker, one's lighter, okay? Yeah? Oh, let's take a look there. The male has these two black spots in the two hind ones. Exactly. Were you going to say that too? Or one more difference? What else?
One more difference. He's more wider with his wings.
Wider with his wings. You're a very observant person. That is terrific. The way to tell is the male, and they think that these might have been pheromone spots earlier. There's a lot of question about, but that's the way to tell the male and the female. Okay, so let's take a look at the butterfly. The most important thing remembering about a butterfly is, how many of you have gone to a birthday party and you've gotten those blowers that go brr, 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 brr? It's probably old-fashioned. Okay, anyway, a blower. Well, that's what she's got right up here, and it's called a proboscis. Because when she unfurls the proboscis, that's how she drinks up her nectar. So that is the only way that she gets her energy for flying, is that proboscis goes down like this, sucks up the nectar, and then she gets her energy. So here she is, and you can see she is in a nectar plant, or we call it a pollinator plant. And her little proboscis, see how straight it is? It's all furled, and she's just drinking up her energy like crazy. Because if she doesn't have energy, just like Sue, if you didn't eat, would you be able to walk? No, we don't need energy. That's how she gets her energy. So that's how the butterfly gets her energy.
She can walk too.
Yes, on her little legs, exactly. Okay, but then we need to take a look. Oh, kids, go ahead and come sit here in the front. We've got plenty of room for you if you'd like to. Okay, but let's go back to that caterpillar before the butterfly. Take a look at the caterpillar. You see any proboscis on her? Absolutely not. What is she on? Oh, I'm sorry. She's supposed to be this way. She is on a milkweed plant. Now, so let's take a look at her anatomy for a minute. Here's the caterpillar's anatomy. Here's her back, and here's her front. And up here, she's got something called mandibles. Do you know where your mandible is? Put your finger on your mandible. That's your teeth, your mouth. You've got mandibles. Your teeth are teeth. And so she doesn't have teeth like ours, but her mandible means that she can only eat leaves. So here she is, and here is her favorite food. It's the milkweed. Exactly. And all of you are going to leave today with your own milkweed plant. Because what did I tell you in the beginning? Does she lay her eggs on any other plant? No, only on the milkweed. It's called the host plant. So here's what she needs. And take a look. You can see her mandibles. She eats all the leaves, and then she's even eating the stem. She just eats and eats and eats because she's got to grow. Who remembers? How big does she grow? 3,000 times. Okay. The reason that the milkweed is so important, who can see what my finger is pointing at? What color is it?
White.
White. What do you drink that's white? Milk. And is that milkweed? Oh my gosh, thank you. What a good discovery. Okay. It's called the milkweed because this sap, it's a toxin, and it is the key to why the caterpillar is on the milkweed. Because here's this caterpillar eating all of the leaves, and actually she is taking in all of that milkweed sap. Exactly. And the amazing thing is that sap goes into her body and it makes her taste terrible. For the scientists here, they're called cardamaloids in there. And you'll see. Take a look. Here's a baby bluebird. And birds don't know what to eat except for just, they don't have Oreos, or they don't have chips or anything else like that in the cupboard. They have to go out and experiment. So this little bluebird, as you can see, said, oh, look at that little flappy thing. I'm going to eat one. And so can you see? Here it is. It's starting to eat. And look what happens. What's it doing? It's throwing it up because the toxins in the butterfly make the bird throw up. And the bird goes, man, I am never touching a black and white and yellow flying thing again. And so that protects the monarch. Isn't that cool?
He doesn't know about a monarch.
Right. Okay, but there's lots else that is big enough that the cardinaloids don't bother it. Blue jays, crows, spiders eat them. Down in Mexico, even a little mouse eats them. Yes? You are right. You're right. And for you in the back, she was talking about how amazing that the spider has sticky webs and can catch flies, and also the monarch can get caught in there. Okay, so let's take a look at the life cycle one more time. Starts out as an egg, caterpillar, you want to say it with me? And chrysalis, and then the butterfly. Usually this takes, as I told you, between 4 and 6 weeks. And all during the summer. So this summer, the caterpillars, the monarchs, were having so much fun in the milkweed because lots of people are putting milkweed in now, okay? So 4 to 6 weeks is how long they lived. But then something amazing is happening right now. The monarchs that are coming out of the chrysalises, they're not going to live for 4 to 6 weeks. They're going to live for 7 months. 7 months, because they are all starting to fly towards 400 overwintering spots on the California coast. And they have to last there from right now, so September, October, all the way until February. So we call this the migration. And kids, you're going to have so much fun today because at 11 o'clock, we are going to have our own migration. And we have flying monarch wands for you, and we're going to parade, and then we're going to pretend that we are the monarchs flying to the coast. And then at the end, we're going to let all of these butterflies go so they can really go on their migration to the coast. Okay, so I'm moving forward because I am almost out of time. California, we have 400 overwintering spots. How many people have been to Natural Bridges? And tomorrow is the Welcome Back Monarch Festival down at Natural Bridges. And that's just one of the places. But kids, take a look at what's happening. As the monarchs, they are flying, 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 and when they get to their overwintering spot, they're going to all cluster together to kind of keep warm over the winter. And if you get your parents to take you down to Pacific Grove or Natural Bridges, take a look. Here's the branches, but you see, don't those look like just old leaves? Well, they're hundreds and hundreds of monarchs all clustered together to survive our winter. Because we have what's called the Goldilocks. Oh, who's ever heard of Goldilocks and the Three Bears? Okay, Goldilocks, when she ate the porridge, did she like the real hot stuff? Did she like the real cold stuff? She liked just the perfect temperature. Well, we have what's called the Goldilocks temperature all along our coast so that the monarchs can stay there and survive our winter. Up in Canada, could they survive? Oh, it's freezing cold. They have to all come down here. Okay, so real quickly, but a lot of the numbers of the monarchs are very down, and so they need our help because we built a lot of places where they normally are. In the Midwest, a lot of the farms there have been taken over by people who are spraying pesticides. down, people are starting to cut down some of the overwintering spots. Climate change means that there's much more extreme weather that's hard for the monarchs to survive. And take a look, can you see my monarch with the little gas mask on? This is what's happening to all the monarchs in the Midwest, because they are spraying the fields with Roundup, which kills all of the weeds, and then the soybeans, the corn, those are all Roundup resistant seeds, and so we're eating that Roundup. But anyway, that kills all of the milkweed there. Okay, but here's our big project that I want you to go and talk to the monarch mamas out there. And hopefully you'll find our poster. All those funny ladies. How many of you have had a picture taken against the monarch wings? Moms and dads, please take a picture of your child. It's right outside here so that they will remember this special day. Anyway, we've grown lots of milkweed for you. And what can you do at home? Okay, I want everybody to listen. Do not let your parents leave today without taking home a milkweed so that you can plant it in your garden. We have native milkweed. I'm going fast because it's almost 10. Thank you. And we ask people to please write down your address, because we have a clipboard for you to write your address, because we have a huge Google map, and the addresses that have planted our milkweed, we put a little monarch butterfly on. You will never hear from us, but we would love to have your address, because we are trying to make a solid swath of milkweed from San Francisco through San Jose, so we can increase the numbers of the the butterflies. Your milkweed will grow, and hopefully caterpillars will come, and you'll be able to see the life cycle. Sorry, going fast. Be sure, you can't just have milkweed planted. You need to have nectar plants. Remember the butterfly with her little, okay? So you have to have, because she can't do that on the milkweed plant. So out there you'll see pictures of pollinator plants. Remember, no pesticides in your garden. Use organic ones if you need to, but bugs are good. If you've got bugs, it means that you have birds, because birds feed bugs to their babies. Okay? But the most important thing, okay, I need everybody here to make a promise. I will tell somebody to plant milkweed because I want to save the butterfly. Will you say that? I want to save the butterfly, the monarch butterfly. So I want everybody to shout from the hilltops. And remember, plant milkweed. Okay, here's our last thing. When you are going on the parade, we're going to have somebody playing the saxophone. How many have ever heard the song? Well, when the saints go marching in. Have you ever heard that? Okay, parents, let's help the kids because we know the song. The only thing we're changing is when the monarchs are flying. Okay? All right, everybody ready? Because we're going to be singing it during the parade. Okay.